Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are talking about Nightingale. Now, there's just a small part of me that is just a little worried about Nightingale, because Nightingale was shown off a while ago. When was this first trailer actually aired? Hang on. This was shown off back in December of 2021 at the Game Awards. And when I saw it, I was like, that game looks really sick. Nightingale is an open world multiplayer survival crafting game, okay? And we're not short on those, but people have done a really good job about trying to make a lot of them different from one another, right? Whether you got Valheim or 7 Days to Die or palworld, and that's the thing that has me concerned, okay? Because Void Train's really cool too. Talking about boats for 45 minutes, important job. Nightingale, I am personally excited about. I think Nightingale looks cool. I think it's got a really good aesthetic. I like a lot of the ideas that it has. I've been following its development. But I'm worried that Nightingale is going to be hamstrung by palworld. Not because they're that similar, but they are both open world survival crafting games. Nightingale doesn't have Pokemon in it, but they are similar enough in that they are in a similar space that you then need people who are still playing palworld to be interested in something that is palworld adjacent. And I think that's going to be a problem for them. I genuinely hope I'm wrong. I want to play Nightingale. I am going to play Nightingale. I think it's going to be really, really cool. They got some neat ideas, some great aesthetics, and we're going to see a lot of that in today's video. But I'm just worried, because already the open world survival crafting genre is very, very saturated, right? Now, not that you can't have success. Looking at games that I've already mentioned, Valheim, breakout success, palworld, incredible, overwhelming, unprecedented success. People are exceptionally hungry for these games. We can also look at games like The Forest or Sons of the Forest, or I can't remember the one that's a spacefaring one. And I already mentioned games like Void Train and 7 Days to Die and fucking Minecraft, right? There's definitely a very significant Vintage Stories, another one that's doing well right now. And there's definitely a hunger for these games, and that hunger is very ravenous, and people are still very, very interested in it. But there's 30 million people playing fucking palworld. And then Nightingale shows up and is like, hey, do you want to take time to be interested in our game? And I'm like, yes, I absolutely do, Nightingale. But I feel like the unexpected success of palworld is going to have an unintended negative effect on Nightingale. But if you'll take the time with me, I would love to show you Nightingale, and let's see what this game looks like. All right, so let's get started. Don't nobody want multiplayer open world survival crafting, social dating sims. They want Pokemon. Well, that's too bad. I got this quality cranked up. You better run faster.
Ever since the day the portal network collapsed, stranding us in these realms, we have searched for a way home.
Lost and alone in the dangerous labyrinth of fantastical worlds. Welcome to the lands of Fae.
Every portal is a chance for salvation, uniting the lost survivors. Or leading us deeper into this nightmare.
Oh! Please no, sir. Yes, I'm sure that bullet did a lot.
Our beacon of hope. But beyond our reach. As long as we stand together. Our journey will unite us.
I brought an axe.
You, the Realm Walkers, are all that is left.
Sure, they're friendly. All right, so that was our first look at Nightingale. This is the official gameplay trailer. This is from the summer. So that was from the Game Awards in 2021. Then we moved to Summer Games Fest of 2022 for the official gameplay trailer. This is pretty. Yeah, it is. I love the way this game looks.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile you humans are,
Fuck.
I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic void.
All pigs are mini bosses IRL. Yeah, for normal humans, hell yeah, they are.
Be ready with your axe pick.
So I have a video of a developer diary that talks more in depth about the realm cards, because I think that they're actually a really, really cool idea for something that otherwise would be an eye roll mechanic.
If these shadows have offended, think but this,
Yeah.
and all is mended.
But can I build a bazooka? Because an axe won't do much against that big thing. I mean, maybe. I don't know. All right, so here's the Realm Cards journal. And it's like, I think this is a neat way to do this specifically for this genre. When it comes to open world survival crafting, I think the Realm Cards, if they do them
So we thought a lot about how we would pay off this idea of many, many different realms and many, many different places to explore. And so early on in the project, we invested a fair bit of our time and effort and thinking into procedural generation. Over the years, that system got more and more sophisticated to where we could really see the potential of not just having these realms available there for players to go
What was his
explore,
name, Athena?
but to actually empower players to control what they see on the side of the portals via realm cards. And the realm card mechanic is our interface for players to engage in that procedural
Aaron
realm
Flynn?
generation.
A lot of the things that players are looking
But
for
spelled
now,
that
it's not
way?
just
Okay.
about getting one generated world. It's about
Is
the
her name
generation being
Peepers
meaningful
or
and having some
Peppers?
level of impact.
There's
over
only
what
one
you're
P
seeing,
in the
so
middle.
It doesn't feel arbitrary. So the realm card system is a way to mix that kind of player agency with the unpredictability and the surprise of a procedural system.
Players will be asked to craft realm cards based on recipes they discover or earn through the course of their gameplay. And once you craft those realm cards, then you go to a portal that you'll find in the realms. You have to discover those too. And then you play the realm cards in certain combinations. And so all of those things add up to a recipe that then informs the portal what it's going to open on the other side of that. So we try to organize realm cards into biome cards, major cards, and minor cards. Biome cards will introduce over time. We've got the swamp, the desert, and the forest right now, each with their own unique environmental challenges. Major cards represent really big things that will happen in the realm when you play those. And then minor cards, there could be dozens of realm cards in the minor set when we release into early access that have little adjustments and little tweaks on what you get on the other side.
So say that you want to go out and you've got a few different environments you could go to. You can choose, do I want to go to a forest? Do I want to go to a desert? That's the kind of thing you'll be picking your cards for. Then beyond that, maybe you want to go hunting. Maybe you want to go looking for natural resources. Maybe you're just looking for something new. And so you might have a card called something like the Hunt, and playing that on top, you're going to get more of that focus on dangerous creatures that you can be looking for to collect their hides, or just you want a good fight. And on top of that, you might be thinking, well, I really, I don't like nighttime. I find it stressful. I don't feel like that today. Well, maybe there's a card you can play on top of that to make it so that the sun never sets. So once you've opened the realm cards, you'll have a portal that you can go through to get to that realm. As long as that portal stays open, you can go into that realm. But once it closes, that realm is lost. Using the same combinations of cards in the future will get you the same type of realm, but it won't connect you to that exact same one before.
So cool. Thought that's such a
So as you
brilliant
stack up
idea.
realm cards and go further and further on your adventures, you're going to find higher and higher tiered resources. And if you craft things out of those higher and higher tiered resources, the gear that you make will be more powerful and stronger as a result. And so you're going to want to progress and find those more challenging realms so you can get those better resources, so you can keep up with the ever more dangerous challenges you're going to face.
The one thing you can do is if you're playing with your friends and they've used a set of realm cards that they have, maybe even ones that you haven't seen before, they can open up a portal and you can go through. So if you have friends who've gotten some exciting cards and want to show you the way, then you can tag along and maybe hope to make those cards yourself one day.
So players have the chance to declare any realm they want to be their respite realm. And that respite realm is where you will return to if you die and can't be resurrected, where you can fast travel to if you find yourself in a significant amount of danger, and where you're going to be building your estate, which is your main base and the place you're going to invest a lot of your crafting efforts. You're going to customize your state for creative expression.
So where exactly your respite realm is up to you. It might make a lot of sense to put it somewhere that's calmer and more peaceful, has lots of nice resources. But if you want to be living in a dangerous swamp filled with all kinds of deadly creatures and you think that that's exciting, go for it. We're not going to stop you.
We also encourage players to build all of their estates in the same respite realm, so you can have different players all deciding that one realm is going to be their respite realm, and that really unlocks social gameplay. You've seen some of that in our trailers, players all building out these really interesting towns where they customize their estates to help each other and do
I also
certain
think the
things
building
better
looks
than
fleshed
they
out in a
focus
really
on
good
certain
way.
crafting
A
elements,
lot
for
of these
example.
survival crafting
Eventually, if you
games,
choose
the
to move on
building
and move your
fucking
respite realm,
sucks.
then you'll close your last one like any other kind of realm. But that is the one kind of persistent place. When you log back on, that's where you're going to be.
Like,
So
speaking of
realm cards are
Palworld,
something
the
we keep
building in
adding to as we
Palworld
keep working on the game.
blows
New
chunks.
content, new cards to give it to you. They're not something that we have a set number of. We keep adding to it more and more to show you new places. They're not something
Yes,
that we
Eve,
monetize.
but
They're
also a
something
lot
that
of the
are
other ones
available
too.
for you to
Valheim did it
craft
really
and,
well.
keep
But I
seeing new
really
places as we go on.
I didn't think the
As we talk
building in
about
like
realm
Sons of the
cards here, I
Forest,
get
Less
so
the Forest
excited
was
to
good.
imagine the kinds of
7 Days to
realms
Die
that
is
they create
all
and
right.
discover through the course of their
But most
journey
of
by
them, they
playing different realm
don't
cards in
do
different
a very good
combinations.
job
I
with
can't
their
wait to see
building
what they come up with
mechanics.
and find.
And I don't know if it's just difficult to do build, like I don't know enough about how the development of like building and like snapping together and shit is, but it looks like they've done a good job in this one, especially because like you can see like how clean and fancy you can actually like make your buildings and stuff like that. I hope people who like this kind of game enjoy it, because I don't like these kind of games and I love this. Yeah, I thought this game looks really good, has a lot of appeal. That's why I hope that it does well.
For you, the year is 1889.
Nobody played Palworld for the building, but it was disappointing just how bad the building was in
world as you
Palworld.
know it teeters on the brink.
The fuck is that? Dude, there's a horrible creature. Yep. Ew!
The magical network of portals has collapsed. Your people are cast asunder beyond the frontiers of your reality.
You're just an actual Fae,
Realms
aren't you?
alive with monstrous beasts.
Oh,
eldritch
Lord.
creatures and dangers of which you cannot conceive. You must gather your wits.
Yeah, there's
craft
fucking fishing,
whatsoever
baby.
you require, and build a life.
Look at these
from
sick-ass
realm.
buildings!
Uncover the secrets of realm cards and venture deeper into the unknown.
Wouldn't be 2024 without a glider. It's a giant.
Realm Walker, Your path forward is winding
I'm Mary
and
Poppins,
full
y'all.
of terrors.
Nice, Athena. I appreciate that.
Save yourself. Survive the realms. And rebuild all that has been lost.
Yeah, this game looks so cool. Looks so cool. Here's the release date trailer from Gamescom of 2023.
The Feywilds await, and so too Nightingale. Awaken your first portal and tread on towards that which is boundless, beyond the measurable. Sequestered, struck by woe and lacking supplies, the question becomes, wilt thou be a survivor?
That was a lot. Ugh. Neat.
Regardless of which portal variety you favor, realm cards will be necessary.
That was cool. The fuck are you? Fucking Dark Souls looking ass boss right there.
Can fly. Let my words steer your
Oh, that dude is dead. All right, here's the releasing earlier trailer because this said February 22nd and it's been moved up 2 days to February 20th.
Realm Walker, your path forward is winding and full of terrors.
Well, that thing's cool looking.
Save yourself, survive the realms, and rebuild all that has been lost.
So here's another reason that I really, really like the idea of the realm cards, right? I don't know why they moved it up 2 days, Athena. I'm curious as well. I don't know. But here's another reason that I also really like the idea of realm cards, okay? I've played a lot of these open world survival crafting games, right? And there's a problem that normally exists pretty heavily with them. And it is that when these open world survival crafting games have an update and they add a new biome or whatever, right? You normally have to start over. Like when there's like a big update, you normally have to just scrap it all, start from the beginning because it is not developed in such a way that you can easily, like you might not have any access to the new stuff unless you start over. Whereas like with these realm cards, right? Like they were like, yeah, we have the swamp, the forest, and the desert right now. And so, you know, obviously it's probably like, well, they're probably working on like a tundra realm, right? Where it's all snowy and shit, which makes perfect sense to me. And I think that that's a fine idea. But it's like, okay, well, in a lot of the other games, if you would want access to the snow biome, you would need to start over and then go try to find a snow biome. Where in this, they can be like, hey, the snow biome realm card is now able to be discovered, and if you go fight the freaking Gamorkan that's, you know, in this realm, he is guaranteed to drop a snow biome card. And so you can go get the snow biome card, and then you can go to the new zone without needing to start completely over. And even if you were already ahead, with the ability to influence the realm based off of all of the cards you use, you could be like, yeah, well, I'm pretty far at endgame, but in this new realm, I can use my modifiers to make the realm hard immediately, and not only be able to enjoy it if I started over and went to that realm earlier, because I could add modifiers to it to make the zone more challenging. And I'm like, that's fucking genius. That's such a cool idea. And when you implement it, what feels like in a very like digestible way, it doesn't even feel disruptive. And I think that's really cool. Or like the other thing is like, oh, we introduced a new monster. You can have an event for that new monster, and like take this, you know, you'll find this realm card. You can put this realm card modifier on any existing realm, and this new boss monster will spawn there. Go have a good time, try it out, or whatever, right? Or it's like, hey, we introduced a new material, right? Like we saw them building with wood and bricks and stuff like that. They're like, yeah, we introduced frickin' neonite, and it's a rock that glows, so you could do some really cool shit building with it, right? And it's like, well, instead of having to start completely over, you can use this realm card to generate a realm that is rich in neonite, and then you can go harvest neonite and use it in your already existing builds. Or if you wanted to move that to your new respite realm where there's a lot of neonite everywhere, then you can build there, right? And I'm like, that's so fucking smart. That makes so much sense, and it's so cool, and would remove a lot of the frustration that exists with these games, especially because they always release in early access. Always. Like, they always release in early access. This looks really cool, but have you seen the other games having released and being released? Yes, that's the problem, is that they always there's a running, I would say it's a joke, but it's not very funny. There's a running gag on this channel and in this chat and in my community about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse of video games, and they are open world survival crafting multiplayer that is in early access. If you get all 4 of those, your game is probably never releasing. Ever. No, like, it's not that they'll be bad, but your game is never going to get finished, and people will forget about it before you finish. And normally what happens is, if they ever do hit 1.0, it is the most unceremonious release ever. They're just one day there'll be a freaking update on the Steam page that's like, yeah, all right, it's out now. And you're like, did you put anything out with this 1.0 update? And they're like, nah, no, game's done, I guess. Sure, 1.0. Anyway, have fun. Like, but are they making money? Yeah, normally, most of the time. I hope Nightingale does well. I really do. I think that game looks cool. It's got a very beautiful aesthetic. I think it looks actually pretty well polished. I like a lot of the concepts that they have going on. I genuinely hope for your success in Flexion Games and Nightingale, and I hope that you do well. And I will see you in like a week. So yeah, that's Nightingale, everyone. I hope that it can gain your attention and maybe you can give it a chance. Let me know what your thoughts are. They had a closed beta sometime in the past, and I didn't get to try it. I was not chosen, but that's okay. But if you want to if you were in there, I'd love to know what your thoughts about it were. Put your thoughts down in the comments below, or just, you know, in general, what you thought about the trailer. I'd love to hear from you. Let's chat. You can put your comments down below, or you can catch up with us on social media, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky, Discord, links to everything in the description, or catch up with us on Steam, Twitch. This video is recorded live, and you could always have been part of the conversation if you wanted to join us there. If you enjoyed this video, though, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.